Hello and welcome everyone. Today, the Mint has reported NABFID, that is National Bank for Financing Infra and Development. Fine. NABFID, as per the report given by the Mint, NABFID is in talk with World Bank to facilitate partial credit facility, PCF, partial credit facility. So in this video, we will understand what is actually partial credit facility, on which these two organizations, NABFID and World Bank, is discussing to facilitate. World Bank provide the financial assistance to NABFID so that NABFID can go for what? Partial credit facility. First of all, briefly understand about NABFID. So as its name, National Bank for Financing Infra and Development. So this is a dedicated organization established by the Government of India to providing financial assistance for infrastructure development. Okay, so this is an organization which provides an assistance for infra development. Fine. Now, let's understand this. So, when any industry or any kind of the business, they want to start the business and they want to run the business, they need what? They need liquidity. They need liquidity, in simple terms, money. To start the business, to start or expand the business, and to run the business. In the very precise term, this is called short-term capital requirement. And this is long-term capital requirement. So for any company, they need long-term capital and they also need what? Short-term capital. Now, what can be the source of capital? So for a company, there are two basic sources of capital, that is borrowings, and other is sales of equity shares. So they can sell their shares and they can get the money, and other way is what? Borrow. Fine. So sale of the equity can be go to certain extent only. If you will, every time you are using what? Sale of the equity and shares, then at point of time, you will be not going to be the owner of your own company. So this can be done, but in the limited extent. So for companies, borrowing is a main way of getting the liquidity to go for long-term capital requirement and go for short-term capital requirement. Fine. So this is the thing. Now, as we know that borrowing is a main way of getting funds to run the operations. Okay. Now, let's move further. Now, focus on infra. Generally, infrastructure projects are projects where they are going for longer duration. 3 year, 4 year, even sometimes 6-7 years is being taken. And suppose that we are going to allocate a budget. To develop a bullet train network from Delhi. From Delhi to Chennai. Fine, from Delhi to Chennai. And cost estimation was done, and suppose that it was found that that need 4 lakh crores. That need 4 lakh crores, and it will take 7 years. It will take 7 years to complete this bullet train project from Delhi to Chennai. Okay, it will cover major cities like Hyderabad and other major cities of India. In that track, they are going to cover. Fine. So, 4 lakh crores, 7 years. Okay. Just imagine if the project is getting delayed by just 1 year. If project is getting delayed by 1 year rather than 7 year to 8 year, considering the inflation factor of how much only? 5%. 5% inflation factor. So if the project is getting delayed by just 1 year, additional cost will be 20,000 crores. 20,000 crores will be additional cost. Just a delay of how much? 1 year. But infrastructure projects may delay for many years. Why? Land acquisition. Right? Land acquisition, a big issue in India. Land acquisition and other related problems. So generally, infrastructure projects, they do face lot of issues, and that is why when an infrastructure related company is going to borrow from the market, the investors are not very keen because they feel that there is a risk to invest their money in the infrastructure related company. Fine. So this is the risk associated. Now, how investor is going to get this thing? If I will invest my money in this infrastructure company, my money with interest will become as per the promise by the company. So imagine that a fictionary company, ABC. ABC is a company that need money. Fine, they need money of 40,000 crore to execute their project. Fine, they need how much? 40,000 crore. They went to the investors, and investors have asked why you need 40,000 crore. So this ABC company said that we need this 40,000 crore for the purpose of executing one infrastructure project. Then immediately investors said, no. Sorry, we are not interested to what? Because we are not interested to invest our money in such kind of infrastructure project because they are risky investment. So ABC said that you should not worry about your investment because we are providing you the guarantee. We are providing the guarantee. We will return your money with interest. Investor said that how you can so sure? How you can so sure? Then this ABC company said that we are promising because we have a guarantee given by whom? State Bank of India. So State Bank of India is giving the backing to us, means if we will fail, then on our behalf, who will pay you the principal amount and interest amount? It is by SBI, State Bank of India. Fine. Now in this case, these investors have the confidence that whatever they are going to invest, that money will come back with interest. Fine. So this is how the 40,000 crore rupees funding will be easy. Fine. It will be easy. Why? Because it is backed by what? It is backed by a bank. Understood? Now this, what I have said that initially, the Mint have reported NABFID is in talk with whom? World Bank. Fine. For what? For partial credit facility. So under this, NABFID is going to get funds from whom? World Bank. And after getting the funds from the World Bank, NABFID is going to provide partial credit facility to whom? Infrastructure companies. Now the infrastructure companies can get fund from where? Fund from market on easy terms and conditions. Why? Because it is backed by partial credit facility of whom? Partial credit facility for NABFID. Fine, NABFID. Now question is, why World Bank? Because World Bank is comprised of two organizations, that is IB, RD and IDA, International Development Association, and other is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So World Bank is known for providing development assistance. It is known for providing development assistance. So under the development assistance, wherever the development need is required, World Bank provide soft loans, means loan which is given on low interest and for the longer duration. So that is why NABFID approached what? World Bank for this partial credit facility. I hope you have understood the idea of partial credit facility. For such kind of the more concepts, please comment and let me know what other concept you want to understand. I will make a video for you. Thank you.
కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి ప్రత్యేకంగా సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి ఏ ఆప్షన్ చూస్ చేసుకోవాలి, ప్రిపరేషన్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, ఏ బుక్స్ రిఫర్ చేయాలి, ఇలాంటి డౌట్స్ ఉంటే CSBIS అకాడమీని కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. దీనికి సంబంధించి నా పర్సనల్ అపాయింట్మెంట్ ఈ వీడియో పైన డిస్ప్లే అవుతున్న కాంటాక్ట్ నెంబర్కి ఫోన్ చేసి తీసుకోవచ్చు.